My name is Ryan Caldwell, and today I'll be talking to you about augmented reality technology and how it has the potential to change the entire world of sports and even build empathy. First and foremost, I want to give a brief introduction to the man that spoke on this subject during his TED Talk. Chris Caldwell was a professional punter in the NFL for over 8 years, and during that time he played for the Seattle Seahawks, Minnesota Vikings, and the Oakland Raiders. During his time in Minnesota, he set 18 team records for his performance in punting. Clue's argument during his TED Talk is that he believes augmented reality has the potential to completely change the world of sports and even foster more empathy within the human species itself. What is augmented reality? I'd like to cover what augmented reality actually is for any viewers that are unfamiliar with this technology. Augmented reality is essentially a live view of a real-world environment whose elements are supplemented by computer-generated sensory. Some of you may be thinking to yourselves, wait a minute, what's the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality? Aren't they the same? The answer to that question is no. Augmented reality takes the real world that you see every day and enhances it visually with computers. On the other hand, with virtual reality, the entire world that you see is computer generated. For example, augmented reality will allow you to see or manipulate objects in your immediate environment that aren't actually there, while virtual reality can make it look like you're walking on another planet. In what way can augmented reality benefit the world of sports? Chris Caldwell first argues that the entertainment aspect of sports can be greatly improved through the use of augmented reality. When it comes to sports fans, they want to get as close to the field as they possibly can. They want to see the dirt flying, hear the quarterback yelling, and not miss a second of the action. If sports fans are eager just to meet their favorite player or get a few minutes standing on the field, how would they react if they get a first-person view of every pass, tackle, and touchdown? By simply placing an augmented reality device in a player's helmet and recording what he sees, that can be played back for sports fans. Then, the virtual reality devices such as the Oculus Rift could then be utilized to let sports fans view their favorite players play from their first-person perspective. In addition to entertainment, augmented reality can also improve the actual games that sports players are participating in. Chris Caldwell expressed that by embedding virtual reality devices into football players' visors, not only can they record first-person video, they can view the upcoming play, be warned against tacklers coming from outside their field of view, and even be able to pinpoint open receivers or running lanes. Those are just a few ideas. There are infinitely more ways in which augmented reality can benefit the sports industry. How can augmented reality benefit the human species in general? Chris Caldwell argues that augmented reality can benefit much more than just sports and consumer entertainment. He says that it, in tandem with virtual reality, can be utilized to literally put you in another person's shoes. By doing that, you can gain a better understanding of what it's like to be another person. In turn, this would hopefully generate a feeling of empathy. This technology could also be used as a form of academic encouragement. By building educational applications that can be utilized by a fun new technology like augmented reality, kids will be much more likely to engage in them. This is likely to get kids engaged because augmented reality, in general, is almost like a real-life video game. Not only that, it's a video game that's manipulating the world around you. In conclusion, I think it's very easy to see that augmented reality could prove to be an incredibly powerful tool for both entertainment and educational purposes. Additionally, building empathy within the human species would be a huge benefit as well. While Clue's presentation mostly focused along the sports aspect of augmented reality, it's easy to imagine the educational benefits that this technology could produce. Now I just have a couple of questions that I wanted to ask that Chris Caldwell didn't really cover during his presentation. First, while gameplay and entertainment will improve with the incorporation of augmented reality into sports, will the element of being human be rendered less important? Second, Chris Caldwell only spoke on the positive aspects of augmented reality. What are the negatives? And third, will augmented reality eventually become invasive? It seems that casually wearing a camera like this will render the public vulnerable to all sorts of additional surveillance. Thank you.